welcome to my channel, Pages to Turn. Today I'm reviewing Perfected by Jarvik Birch. And so first, let's talk about this cover art. So I'll hold it in front of the camera so you can see it. So just kind of describe, there's a blue dress, and here you have the cage that the dress is in, kind of like a bird cage, which is fitting with what this book is about. First impressions of the cover art, I really liked it. I like how simplistic it is, but it's kind of elegant looking. It draws your eye to it. I really wanted to read these books because I saw the covers and I really wanted to know what was they about, and once I learned what the books were about, I wanted to read them. So basically the premise for this series is they have passed legislation in the United States that allows people to keep humans as pets. Now these humans are genetically modified, so they're around 5 foot tall, very tiny, and they're basically, people can buy them for a huge amount of money, and they're companions. So basically human pet companions. And it's kind of a controversial thing, but in this novel, and the pets, you could see it inside of their lives in the form of one of them. Her name is Ella, and she is adopted by the man who really helped to get the legislation passed. And so she starts learning that, you know, her role as a pet isn't what she thought it was, and she starts falling in love with someone that doesn't really work for her. Now, as I read this book, I like the premise and all, but the writing in this book, it's like NaNoWriMo. It felt very rushed to me. Also, I just didn't like Ella's character at all. I know she is supposed to be, you know, really naive, but there are points where I'm like, okay, come on, you can't be that stupid. And then she'd do something to be like, okay, yes, you are. And I just felt with this book that it wasn't what I was expecting at all. I mean, this insta-love is out of control. I think it was like page 16 that you first realized that, oh, there's the love interest. She's already falling from him. Page 16. Kind of ridiculous for me. There's no love triangle, thank heavens. That would have totally trashed these books. But I just was so annoyed that there was just insta-love right off the bat. I wanted a more natural thing. And I understand the whole Ella's been raised as, you know, a pet, and she hasn't really seen guys before, but still that was no excuse for how just this insta-love is. And so that is why I ultimately gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars, because I just did not like how superficial everything in this book felt. And some things in this book were just not very realistic. Things felt very convenient occasionally. Like the author would pull things out of the air seemingly to make things a bit more convenient. Also, after reading the second book, I just think that things weren't set up very well for the events in the second book from the first book, Perfected. And so, would I buy this book? No, I don't think I would. I mean, sure, it's pretty. I mean, it has shelf appeal. This is the paperback version. Here is the side. You have a tiny little image of the cover art. I like that. However, just how pretty this cover is not worth it for me to purchase it just to have it on my shelf back here. Would I recommend this series to anyone? I would recommend reading it. I know there's people out there who really liked this series and have really loved these books, and I know I'm just not one of them. I will be reading the third book once that comes out because I just want to see how this series ends. I am interested in that. However, I was expecting so much more. I hate when a book is so disappointing and you're expecting so much more from the writing and the author, and it just doesn't go the way you thought it would. So I will also be doing the review of the second book as well today because I finished these fairly quickly. I mean, these books, I flew through them. I mean, the writing just was not complex at all, very simple. It felt like almost I was reading a middle grade with some young adult topics, is what it felt like while reading it. So I would recommend these books for anyone who likes kind of, I don't know what I would classify this as, honestly. It's not really a fantasy, it doesn't have fantasy themes, it's not really a dystopian. I think I just have to classify it as your run-of-the-mill young adult with some strange legislation that could possibly be passed in the United States one day. You never know. So have a great day. Happy reading. Bye!